What's good, y'all? Damn, my voice. What's good, y'all? See, that sound a lot more natural than what the fuck that shit just was. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I've been sick, bro. I caught a bad cold. I've still been recovering. Like I'm about to edit all these coughs out, bro. I still have like a light cough. You know what I'm saying? At one point I thought I had COVID. I ain't gonna lie, but you know what I'm saying, I went and got tested, and I don't got COVID or none of that. You know what I'm saying? But listen, somebody in my last video put. We need the story time on how you got kicked out the Navy. You know what I'm saying? Cause I think my last video was like almost 2 weeks ago about how I got kicked out the Navy. About my boot camp experience. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all enjoyed that. I wasn't really expecting to pull too many views because I'm kind of shifting like all like my content to shit like this now. You know what I'm saying? Cause I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I'm not really vibing with 2K this year. It's just so fucking easy. Like it's not even entertaining at this point. You know what I'm saying? And I really don't have a team. Like go to Pro-Am and do all that shit. I really don't want to go to Pro-Am anyway. I think I'm just hitting the point where 2K is, I'm outgrowing it kinda, you know what I'm saying? But I still do content on like here every once in a while. I might play COD drop Friday. I might sweat that game out. Never know, man. I be getting some good ass clips from that game, you know what I'm saying? What else before I get into the story time? As far as streaming, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I can't come up with like a consistent streaming schedule, bro. Cause some days I want to stream, some days I don't. For shit like this, I can do this. I can make at least 2-3 videos a week for y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of just getting back on my feet. Your boy about to go back to school and get his degree, and some other shit. Trying to get this job. You know what I'm saying? I'm slowly getting back on my feet, man. And a nigga been outside too. You know what I'm saying? Like your boy been fucking with the hoes. You know, well, mainly they been fucking with me. You know what I'm saying? Cause I'm more of a shot. Look, I'll make a whole different story time about that. If you want to learn how to get some bitches, you know what I'm saying? I can spit y'all some game. Don't make the same mistake I am. I keep falling back in this trap with, I don't even know what she is at this point, man. But I'm gonna get to my story time now. Well, as all y'all know, I went to the Navy boot camp. I left out on August the 11th. If y'all just want the basics, go back and watch my other video after you watch this one. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all be rushing. But in my other video, I kind of went over everything when I left. What was I expecting? Did I say that in that video? I'm gonna just say it again. Actually, I already knew I was gonna get yelled at. I knew I had trouble swimming. You know what I'm saying? I knew how to like freestyle and shit, but when you got there, you cannot use the freestyle technique. And then I had to learn how to float on my back and all that shit, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and skip to that part right there with the swimming. Shit. Going out there, I never got to jump off the tower because I could never make it past the kiddie pool. I had trouble floating on my back. It was more of a confidence issue because, you know, before I went in, I was just, you know, focusing on freestyling. You know what I'm saying? Like a normal person would swim. I mean, some people was like, oh, you know, he's just swimming on your back, dude. Get the fuck on your back. And what make it worse is them people don't really like teach you how to swim. They just sitting there yelling at you. They rushing at you. You know, it's like a high pressure ass environment. You know what I'm saying? And I never could adapt to that shit. And my chief, right, this dude, he was not sending me how he was supposed to. You know what I'm saying? Now, prior to this year, I think it was last year, you can have like infinity amount of chances to swim. This year, you only get like 25. I think that's the new rule. You get like 20 attempts to pass this swim. If you don't pass that swim in 25 attempts, then you're gonna get separated out of the Navy. Now, really, the amount of chances you get really depends on your chief, your petty officers, and all of them, right? Usually, like when we're not doing nothing, like if we're just marching, if we're just, you know, just bullshitting around, he'll usually go send people to go swim. I don't know what it was. He won't send in my division to go swim how he was supposed to. You know what I'm saying? And I knew in the back of my head that if I don't pass this shit, I'm gonna get separated out. Now, before I even get to all that shit, they do put you in this swim division. You know what I'm saying? They put you in this division where it's strictly just for swimming. Monday through Friday, you're gonna be swimming. I think 2-3 times a day. You know what I'm saying? I think the first swim cycle was like at maybe like 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, and then the next swim cycle was like at 2:30. You know what I'm saying? That's 2 times to go swim a day. Now, my chief, like I said, he was not sending me. One day he sent me, and it was a classroom portion. Now, the classroom portion for the swim, all you really do is you go in there and you talk to a psychiatrist. Like, what's wrong with you? Why are you scared of the water? You know what I'm saying? He was more chill. You know what I'm saying? He won't do all that yelling bullshit. But long story short, he won't sending me. I got mad. And one day he came out, he was on that bullshit. Dude came out, he was like, hey, to all the people that ain't passed swim yet, you know what I'm saying, get ready to get ASMO. You don't know what ASMO is, basically you're gonna get pushed back, you know what I'm saying? Now, a few weeks prior, I did try to go home early. I was like, hey, we had this cool ass petty officer. I was like, hey man, can I just go home? I ain't gonna pass this shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, as far as the swim, you know, besides the swim, as far as training, doing my push-ups, my run, doing Marlin Spike, doing all the major events, I was a fucking sailor, my nigga. I did all that shit right. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't tell me shit. Especially like, I don't know, man. In the Navy, bro, I say it since I'm not in that shit no more. That shit really for fat people. You know what I'm saying? We do calisthenics. We got motherfuckers that can't do push-ups. You know what I'm saying? I was busting like 80, 70 push-ups in a fucking minute. You know what I'm saying? I could do that shit, bro. I put on a few pounds in that bitch too. You know what I'm saying? I probably done lost that shit now, but I'm gonna get back in the gym. I'm getting off track. Excuse me, man. But listen. But yeah, as far as all that swim shit, I really didn't have trouble. I didn't really have trouble with nothing else. You know what I'm saying? But okay, boom. He wasn't sending us one day. He sent us. It was a classroom portion, so it kind of wasted my time. You know what I'm saying? Because I did not get to touch the water, and that was my last time ever seeing that pool. And when Chief came out talking about get ready to get asthma and shit, I low-key lost my mind. You know what I'm saying? I said something slick to him. I'm like, you did your fucking job right. You don't have to worry about this shit. He took me in the office and all that shit. Started talking to him. I was like, nigga, I want to go home. I'm like, you wasting my time. He was like, you wasting your own time, Chase. See, my chief was one of them people. He ain't like being wrong. And he got mad at me. He was like, you got a response to every fucking thing. Yes, I have a slick ass mouth, but for the most part, my nigga, I can back my shit up. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not finna sit here and fight the chief. You know what I'm saying? But me and him ended up exchanging words in his office. Calling me a piece of shit. I fucked around, called him a piece of shit. Basically, it was like I'm a disappointment, and you know, I'm talking my shit back. Cause at this point, I already knew I was getting asthma. I was already stressed out. I'm 7 weeks in. You know what I'm saying? You ain't doing your job sending me as a chief. Cause he was like, if you knew you couldn't swim, why the fuck you join the Navy? Listen, if you're watching this shit and your recruiter is telling you that they're gonna teach you how to swim, yes, they're gonna teach you how to swim, but they're really not gonna teach you how to swim. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna teach you these bullshit ass mechanics that don't even got shit to do with all that shit's bullshit. They're gonna make you float, right? They're gonna make you float on your face, they're gonna make you float on your back, then they're gonna make you do some other bullshit. And then what makes it worse is why that shit wasn't working for me is cause like, bro, swimming is like walking. You have to do that shit every fucking day. It's muscle memory. You know what I'm saying? If I'm doing these practices every 3-4 weeks, of course I'm not gonna remember that shit. And when I get back in the water, I'm gonna panic. I wasn't even panicking, but I just couldn't get across that bitch, man. But me and my chief and they're talking shit to each other, and he was like, "You want to go home, Chase? Just go home then. Walk around the base." And I'm like, man, fuck this nigga, dog. And then it really lost me when he was like, your mom's a piece of shit for raising a piece of shit. And then I started talking about his daughter and all that, man. You know, I got anger issues, alright? I'm gonna go ahead and admit that shit. I don't really have anger issues, but I have like a little attitude problem. You know what I'm saying? I just can't take bullshit from motherfuckers that are bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I can't take it. I can't fake it either, man. Anyway, they ended up asthma in my ass to fucking separations. Now, separations like the brig, you know what I'm saying? The brig ain't no motherfucking joke. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. But shit, it's dirty in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want another story time about the brig, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna let y'all just let me know and I get that shit to y'all. But my first day in there, I was freaked out. I was like, man, what the fuck? They was holding my mail. Shit really felt like jail, bro. Cause you used to get your phone in the brig, but we had some creep do something in there and it kind of just fucked up everything. All you really could do in there is just sleep all day, talk to each other. That's all it really is. And you go to lunch 3 times a day. You know, it's really bullshit. And they get mad. And the thing was pissing me off, that thing was like really pissing me off in the brig. Motherfuckers would be like, quit talking. It's like 150 of us in this bitch and you want everybody to quit talking. Shut the fuck up. And they talking about have some military bearings. Nigga, we are not in the military no more. We are all getting ready to go home, man. But if you was to ask me what I want to go back to the military, it's kind of 50-50. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm kind of glad to be home. You know what I'm saying? I get to do what the fuck I want to. Because when you're in the military, bro, you really have like no self-control. Don't let them motherfuckers lie to you and be like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? If the nigga really want to, niggas own you. You are government property, my boy. You are they bitch. You are they bitch until your contract is up. So just walking around knowing I'm kind of free, can do what the fuck I want. I can put on what drawers I want to. If I don't want to go to work, I can call the fuck out. And yeah, my chief tried basically manipulating me, talking about some, you ain't gonna be shit when you get out of here. But you can go back to school and be a disgrace. Trying So now I got a chip on my shoulder. Now I gotta prove this motherfucker wrong, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm smarter than a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But now I got something to really work towards too. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, I always prove everybody wrong. Nobody's ever said anything about me. I just kind of let that shit hit. You know what I'm saying? Because at one point, niggas was laughing at my YouTube. Like, you would never get shit on YouTube. Now I'm making little funds off this bitch. Now I'm about to hit 2,000 subs soon. You know what I'm saying? And all that other shit. But that's really my little short story on how I get out the Navy. I don't want to make this video too long. Shit probably won't pull no views. If you got any questions, let me know in the comment section. I will reply to them hoes. If y'all want to see some story gameplay, let me know. I don't know what the fuck to really upload for real. I probably just keep spitting game to y'all boys. But in the meantime, hit that like button, subscribe. It's your boy Maj, and I hope y'all enjoy this little short story time. I'm out. Yee!